Hey, how you doing? Today we are going to shoot some bullets. We will spawn them and let them go. Okay, we've got some scene prepared, some crates with rigid body and collider so that our bullets can hit them. So let's get into shooting. Let's create a new script, create and then C# script, and let's call it player shooting. Of course, we need to attach this script to our player, so let's do that. Where is it? Come on, player. Here it is. Good. We can override our player, apply all, and let's open player shooting. We need to know what we need to shoot, so we need to create a game object variable, and let's make it serialize field because we need to make this reference in the inspector. Of course, we will be shooting with the prefab of our bullet, so it will be of type gameObject, and let's call it bullet prefab, like so. Now we need to create our own function. Let's call it shoot. And whenever we shoot, we want to use instantiate method, which takes some arguments, and one overload says that we only need to provide the prefab, the game object that needs to be spawned, which is bullet prefab. Cool. So now we need to add functionality to shoot. I think we will shoot whenever left mouse button is clicked. So in update we will say if input, if get mouse button down is pressed, then we want to call our function, which is shoot. Great. Maybe let's get rid of the comments and let's get back to Unity. This is all that we need in the simplest form. We will change it a little bit, but for now, let's have a look how it works. Let's click on the player because in the script, in the player shooting script, we need to add reference to the bullet prefab. So let's grab and drop it in here. Let's override it, apply all, and press play. Now, if we shoot, you can see that bullets are being created, but they are being created somewhere in the middle. Why is that? Because if we click on this bullet, you can see that its position is 0, 0, 0. That's why they are created in this position. So this is not what we want, do we? No, it's not. So in order to change it, we need to add more arguments. So now after the comma, we can see different overloads. The second overload says that we can provide a parent for our bullet, but this is not what we need. The third one is similar. The fourth one is the one that we really want to use. So we need to specify the position in which this bullet needs to be created and its rotation. So let's do it. Where do we want to create our bullet? I think we should create it somewhere here, where the end of our gun is. But how can we know that? I have idea. Here, where we have a pistol, I would create another child object. So let's do that, create empty, and I will call it aim. That makes sense, doesn't it? Now we can't really see it on the scene, so let's add some icon to it. Now it's better. And now we will just position it properly where we want this bullet to be created. Somewhere here. Great, that's fantastic. So now we need to get a reference to this aim and use this position. So let's go back to the script and let's create such a variable. Here, we'll create a new serialize field. We need a position of this aim object, so we'll use transform type and let's call it aim. Now we go down and we can fill it. So we need position of the aim, so we type aim position, and now we need a rotation. We want to use the original rotation of the bullet, so we can use quaternion identity. And that's it. So let's go back to the Unity and we need to click on our player because we still need this reference to the aim. Just drag and drop it in that spot, Let's override it again. So now press play and we are ready to shoot bullets. Ta-da! And it works just fine. Great! This is not a fully functional system, but we'll work on that later.